In a video posted on March 9th, 2026, the owner of the Kansas City Accountability YouTube channel, who we will refer to as Mr. Moses, was filming with another auditor from a public sidewalk outside a bank in Senatobia, Mississippi, when one of the bank employees approached them. Mr. Moses continued to film and captured the interactions that followed.
I can barely hear you. I couldn't hear. Do you understand? He said he's just taking pictures of license plates and cars.
Oh, okay.
He said, is that okay?
I don't think, well, I mean, I guess.
Do you work here?
Yes.
You work here? Here.
Plate?
Do you understand?
What you say? Plate?
License plate?
What for? Sure.
He said for the boss.
Who's the boss?
The boss.
Who is the boss? Who you work for?
I can't really say. I just don't want to give out his information, man. If that's okay.
Yeah.
We wasn't going to go like enter on you guys' property.
Yeah.
He said we wasn't even going to be long, like a couple hours or so. Are you trying to help us?
Yeah, I mean, I can if you need some help.
Do you have a pen and a piece of paper?
I can get one. What you got?
If you can write down, I can't see what license, the plates that's on the cars behind the white truck.
You the one on the white truck?
No, behind it. The ones behind it.
Who you filming for?
Can you keep a secret?
Yeah.
You know Ray Ray?
I don't know Ray Ray.
You know Bubba? You want me to ask him that?
What's that?
I don't want to ask you
You
that.
can ask me, I don't care. What's that? Yeah, what's up?
Are you the manager here?
Yeah.
Would someone get a copy from you, or would they have to go like down to City Hall?
For what?
Like the floor plan?
No, okay. I mean, I don't have the floor plan.
Would City Hall have a copy of that?
I don't know. Why do you need it?
Abi initial başlamayın. He is. You the manager here?
Yeah, I run this deal.
Okay. He told me don't talk to you.
Okay.
You know, and I'm open to talk, but
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, you're not hurting me. No.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
don't get in front of my building.
Football?
Yeah, football.
Good.
They good. They play today.
Nigga.
Would you be able to get those behind the white truck though?
Officer Lowry of the Senatobia Police Department responded to a call regarding the auditors and was later joined by Lieutenant Howell.
What's up?
You say what?
Come talk to you?
Yes, sir.
We're just walking.
That's fine. I just got a call that y'all were
Let's keep walking.
S29 show me scene at Car Quest with those two individuals.
Hey, let's keep walking.
So what's the issue?
You're not walking anywhere.
Huh?
So we're detained?
Yes, you are.
For what crime?
Because I got a call that the two of you were walking around.
I can barely hear you.
I always got a call that the two of you were walking around and y'all were recording license plates.
From public?
Over at the bank.
From public?
Okay, that's fine. What are y'all doing?
Just recording from public.
Okay.
But why are we
But
detained
y'all were
though?
also in Coldwater inside the bank.
We was
doing the
never
same
inside the
thing.
bank.
Damn,
The
you
sheriff
guys-
pulled
you
up.
guys'
You know that.
information is a
You
little
know
off.
that. The sheriff pulled up.
Yeah.
You know we wasn't inside no bank. We never was on the bank. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you
That's
this.
29 dispatch. Could you roll me another unit?
Let me ask you this, Officer Lowry.
Go ahead.
What rights do we have in this situation here that you're here to defend?
I'm just making sure that y'all aren't doing anything because
That's
y'all
not how
got
you.
people
That's
worried.
not how you approach me, though.
Yeah, man. You just said
approach
we
me
detained though.
Stopping me from my movement on a public sidewalk, for what? What gives you the right to stop me?
All right, so obviously you're going to be difficult. So,
We're not. We
like
just,
I said,
you said we said we go ahead.
I said,
go ahead.
there's an active investigation going on right now because there were some people concerned about what y'all were doing.
Who?
So I am here to talk to the two of you to see what's going on, so I can let those people know. Oh, they're not up to anything illegal. They're not doing anything wrong.
You should tell
okay?
them. You should tell them.
So are you investigating a misdemeanor or a felony? What are you investigating? You just said you're investigating. Are you investigating a misdemeanor?
Well, it depends on what y'all
or
would
a
have been doing if
felony?
it was a misdemeanor or a
But you
felony.
said we detained, so you got to be able to articulate a crime. You just said we're detained.
All right, I'll see what y'all are doing. It's all right.
Now I see what you're doing. You're trying to walk yourself down the wrong path here, bud.
Okay, bud.
Look at you. You're shaking.
We're not even doing nothing.
Stop
Roll that
shaking.
unit, please.
You're shaking.
Look at this, man. Walking.
Stop me from my movement
Walking on the
public
sidewalk.
for
Yes, it is a public
because you're
sidewalk.
trying to make people feel better right
Okay,
now.
look, it's a government license plate. That's fine.
Anybody's license
do
plate
you
is
need-
public information.
Why do you need that information, though? Do you
Their
not
license
understand?
plate looks cool. Let me
Do
document
you
it.
not? No, okay, look, no license plate here looks cool. That's not a valid reason for you to.
Yeah.
That's not a valid reason for
Hopefully,
you.
hopefully this
All right, be
is.
quiet.
Hold on, this is
You're-
supervisor. Hopefully this is supervisor.
Don't talk to my officer like that. I don't mind talking to y'all. I'll treat y'all with
You want me to
respect.
cuss at him, or how do you want me to
I
talk
want
to
you
him?
to not call him an idiot.
Okay, so you want me to call him like either a worse word than that, or
No, how about just treat him with respect, and I'll treat you with
when you
respect.
stop somebody on the
They trying to
sidewalk
violate
from
our rights,
walking,
though. It's kind of hard to
why
respect
would I talk to
somebody.
him with respect?
Because he deserves it.
Oh,
Just like
he
you
deserves
deserve it
it.
as well.
So me
As
just meeting
people-
him for the first time ever, and he tells me to stop and don't go anywhere. He deserves it,
Yes, he has that right, sir.
baby.
When we get a
that's
phone call about people that are possibly walking in banks, videoing license plates in a parking lot.
What bank have you been in?
Then
I haven't
we
been
have
inside of a bank.
Then we have, under law, the right to stop you and question you as part of our investigation.
Maybe.
Lieutenant Howell tells Mr. Moses and his companion that the officers had the right to stop and question them based on a call reporting that they had been inside the bank and recording license plates in the parking lot. The auditors dispute this account, and the body camera footage shows that they remained on the public sidewalk throughout the encounter and did not enter the bank or the parking lot. As we have discussed many times before here on ATA, the Supreme Court held in the 1968 case of Terry v. Ohio that an officer may briefly detain an individual for investigative purposes only when the officer has reasonable suspicion supported by specific and articulable facts that criminal activity is afoot. Additionally, as the Supreme Court explained in the 2014 case of Navarrete v. California, reasonable suspicion for an investigative stop does not need to be based on the officer's personal observation, and officers may therefore initiate a legal detention based on information supplied by another person. Accordingly, Lieutenant Howell and Officer Lowry were legally permitted to rely on the information provided in the call when determining whether an investigative detention was justified. However, it is questionable whether the actions attributed to the auditors in the call, which included filming inside a bank and filming license plates in the parking lot, would give rise to the reasonable suspicion required to lawfully detain them. Entering a business that's open to the public and filming inside without more is not criminal conduct. Filming in public, including filming license plates that are themselves publicly displayed, is likewise a lawful activity protected by the First Amendment, and the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, which has jurisdiction over Mississippi, recognized in the 2017 case of Turner v. Driver that the First Amendment protects the right to record the police and matters of public interest from public spaces. Nonetheless, even when an individual is engaged in First Amendment activity, such as filming, a court can still find that reasonable suspicion exists due to the circumstances of the conduct. For instance, in the Turner v. Driver case, the Fifth Circuit Court granted qualified immunity to officers who detained an individual for filming a police station from a public sidewalk across the street, despite acknowledging a First Amendment right to film the police, finding that an objectively reasonable person could have suspected that the individual was quote-unquote casing the station or preparing for criminal activity in some other way. Accordingly, it is possible that a court could conclude that given the security concerns particular to a bank, the officers had reasonable suspicion to detain the auditors. On the other hand, if a court were to find that the call described only lawful conduct and that the officers lacked any independent articulable basis to suspect criminal activity, the detention of Mr. Moses and his companion would likely constitute an unlawful seizure in violation of the Fourth Amendment.
Maybe you should get
While we're on that, do both of you have an ID?
maybe you should get your information correct first.
It is correct.
So we've
You
been
gonna-
inside of a bank.
No, I said
I have
we
a
got
Fourth Amendment right,
report
sir.
that you've been
Yeah,
So-
to illegal
And that
searches and
report
seizures.
was false.
Yes.
This is not an illegal search
And-
or
and
seizure.
for ID.
What bank?
Therefore,
What
I
bank?
need your
Until you
ID.
talk to
And
me,
for
I know
ID,
it's
sir.
false
Hold on, let your
complaint.
supervisor. He's gonna tell you, sir.
What bank?
He's
Here's
not
the
gonna
deal.
say
What
anything.
bank?
Here's the deal.
Both of you.
I need your ID.
What bank?
Look at that.
I need your
Give
ID.
me your ID.
Can you answer that? What bank?
I need your ID,
For what?
sir.
You need
I'm
to
now
give
going to
your
tell
ID
you.
now.
Give
or
me
you
your
will
ID,
go.
Or-
or I will place you under arrest.
Oh, that's
Oh,
all we
I
need
get
right
it,
there.
I get it
Thank
from
you.
you.
Thank you.
Under
I would
threat of
gladly-
arrest?
I
You
would
shouldn't have
gladly
said that,
give-
sir. We
you
on the
just fucked
sidewalk.
up, bro.
We on the sidewalk.
You just fucked up.
If you
Just
say,
two.
if you tell me, you told him.
Just two.
I will place you under arrest if you don't give me your ID as well.
Okay, and are you aware that's a Fourth Amendment
I'm aware
constitutional
of the
violation?
Fourth Amendment.
That is.
No, you do not.
What's the Fourth
Give me-
Amendment,
give me
officer?
give me the deal.
Okay.
Alexander Jackson.
Can you say that for me, sir, for me, please?
Give the ID.
To
Give
who?
us- hey,
give
to
the
who?
ID.
To you?
I'm going to ask
No,
you.
he,
Give
he
me the
said,
ID.
he said it together.
He did. I thought he was talking about to you, though.
No, I said
both of us. Yeah.
Give me your ID,
good.
or I will arrest you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way.
Okay.
So what is that ID
That's
gonna
twice
do
he
for you?
said that.
That's I didn't hear it. My
That's
bad. I
okay.
thought he was talking to him.
No, that's good.
What is that ID gonna do for you?
It's going to let me figure out who you are.
It's gonna
in
let
my
you know if I've
investigation.
been inside of a bank or
Nope.
not.
It's
That's
going to
not
identify
what
you
No.
as far as
You're
if
the
you're-
lieutenant.
Yes.
Last time I
You're
checked.
one of the dumbest lieutenants I've
Yes.
ever met.
I
It's okay.
appreciate that.
And
Thank
that's
you,
your
sir.
First Amendment right to feel that way.
And it's,
Give me one of those.
it's not your First Amendment right to be talking to the public with that bullshit in your mouth.
I'm shocked. I'm really just shocked, sir. Especially with you. It's okay with him, but you just supposed to be a little bit more knowledgeable, sir.
I am more
It's
knowledgeable.
not okay with him.
I
He
can
has a
tell you
badge.
that about
No, no,
I can
no,
tell
but
you that in the
he's
state of
he's
Mississippi during an
experienced.
investigation, I have a right to ask for your ID.
Are you investigating a misdemeanor or a
It
felony?
don't matter what I'm investigating as long as I'm
You
investigating.
need a crime, sir.
You're investigating a bird
It
pooping on
don't
the
matter.
sidewalk.
A
You gotta
misdemeanor and a
identify that
felony are
bird.
both a crime,
You know,
so
you-
you don't know what you're talking about.
you need
as
reason-
long as
it's-
I'm investigating a
reasonable,
call,
articulable
It's okay.
suspicion of a crime.
and I got that. I can articulate my suspicion
Articulate
all
it.
day
For what
long.
crime?
Articulate.
Of a crime.
We had a call
We had
of
a call.
two
What crime?
individuals
We had a call.
that matched the description of the clothes
Yes,
you're
sir.
wearing
Yes, sir.
about you being in a bank
We wasn't in
and
no
a
bank.
possibly being
Who
out in a
gave
parking
you
lot.
that
I don't
call?
have to tell
That's
you that.
false.
I don't have
So
to tell you
that's
that.
so you don't believe in false police reports.
That was
I do
false.
believe in false police reports, but
So
how
let's
am I?
go. Let's go.
How do I know it's false until I talk to y'all?
You
That's
should
the
have went
point
to
I'm
the.
trying
You should have went to the
tell you.
caller
You don't
first.
stop me on a public
I
sidewalk.
don't do that because then that gives you
Because he's a
time to get
tyrant.
away. I
He's
do
a
that
tyrant.
because I
He's a
talk to
tyrant.
you.
We're not trying to get away, sir. We're not
Okay,
doing
then
nothing.
I don't know why your issues are.
It's not an issue.
what we're gonna do,
the issue,
we're gonna ID you.
The issue came when he.
We're good. It won't come back.
All right, cool. You got a real ID?
Who?
You.
It is a real ID.
Then why does it
Well,
say
it
might
Missouri?
be-
for real
it might
ID
be because-
purposes?
Oh, you talking about for the airport
Yeah,
though,
it might be
man?
because they don't
You
have the airport
Why
staff.
are
They're dumb.
you
They're
pushing
dumb.
it?
They're dumb. They're dumb.
These are some of the basic calls that you can get, and you escalate
Here's
to
my-
something
not
else.
only-
Because he
You
don't have
escalated though,
He's
man.
already got his stamp.
only
He just
reason
hadn't
I'm
ran
asking
it.
you, bro.
But I'm just saying,
He just
I'm just saying
hasn't.
escalated.
Does that hurt you
He
when
hadn't
somebody
gone and
talks
got a
bad about
stamp
another officer?
on that guy.
Does that get to you?
These are the
Yeah,
simple
because I don't
calls.
like
It
people.
gets
I don't
you.
like people talking about my
So I
officers.
could call him an and you get more upset than he does.
Oh, you're more than welcome to call him.
It's
Call him
a
whatever the
Fourth Amendment
I want you to.
constitutional
Yeah,
violation
sure
what
can.
you just did. It's
Okay.
Why don't you talk to us with
it's
respect?
not
I am,
okay,
sir.
You
bro.
already violated our
I
rights,
haven't
man.
disrespected y'all.
You
in one way,
violated
form, or fashion.
our right,
You
our
did.
Fourth
You
Amendment
did.
right.
That's a
Okay.
fourth. That's a
I
fourth.
know, you got my identification.
So what's
You
wrong?
probably need to go read.
It's too late for
on the
that.
Fourth
He
Amendment
said
right.
read.
You talking about me?
Mr. Moses' companion argues that the demand for identification under threat of arrest violated the Fourth Amendment. The Supreme Court addressed when an officer may lawfully require a detained individual to provide identification in the 2004 case of Heibel v. 6th Judicial District Court of Nevada, holding that the Fourth Amendment does not prohibit a state from requiring a lawfully detained individual to disclose their name during a Terry stop. However, the Heibel holding is limited to states where a statute affirmatively imposes such an obligation. Unlike Nevada and a number of other states, Mississippi has not enacted a so-called stop and identify statute, and no Mississippi law criminalizes a detained individual's refusal to identify themselves to a law enforcement officer. Therefore, even if a court were to determine that the detention was lawful, there would have been no statutory basis to arrest Mr. Moses or his companion for declining to provide a driver's license, and a court would likely find that the threat of arrest for that refusal was not supported by any cognizable legal authority.
Right, you talking about me shaking.
But that's how you should have.
Yeah,
That's
we
how you
need to
should have
read.
started.
You over here
though.
like this.
You know what we doing. You know who we are, brother.
You suck,
and you
dude.
still pulled up and you
We
escalated
don't
it.
know who you are. That's
he-
why we had to ID
So
you.
look what he just said. He knows.
Why
You
not?
probably don't know, sir, but he knows.
Yeah, we're still in the middle of investigating.
It's okay.
Valid? Okay.
Oh, that's not you.
You're valid, bro.
Between negative NCIC, negative flow.
See, they checked us on David, NCIC, FCIC, all that because we don't know.
No,
I don't know anything about the police world.
There's no such thing as FCIC.
So,
He said there's no such thing as
Lieutenant.
we use NCIC.
So what rights do we have on this sidewalk that you're here to defend? Because we only been on the sidewalk.
You have a, once you check out,
We don't
and
have
we know that you don't
that's
have
where
any-
the
He said he's valid.
That's where the violation started, brother.
That's not a violation.
That
Fourth
is. That's a
Amendment.
it's okay.
you keep saying
Do
that.
you know the Fourth Amendment?
He doesn't.
Yeah, I do.
What
he
is it?
don't. He can't quote it.
You obviously know.
Wait, here we go. He's
He
gonna
can't
tell us
quote
to do
it.
it. Say it. Watch.
He can't quote
What's the
it.
Fourth
Do you
Amendment?
know how long the Fourth Amendment falls between case law?
Man, it's not
What
long.
is the
It is
easiest part of the Fourth
extremely long.
Amendment?
Case law, there are hundreds of case laws at the
It's
U.S.
okay.
area and at the state level.
Hey, they don't know.
Hundreds of case
I know
laws.
he
They
don't
don't
know.
know.
He can't quote
We're
the Fourth
getting a
Amendment.
trail coming down. We're getting a trail of these dumb officers not understanding the Fourth
Just
Amendment.
basic rights, man. It's simple. Guys recording in public. You should have educated them instead of instead of
He doesn't know who called,
It's
so
okay.
he can't educate.
It's okay.
that was that was simple. That's all we
But
doing.
when you are getting the deal that you're having to record
Sir,
inside a bank or you're recording license plates,
We can do
that's
that.
suspicious
Still legal.
activity.
For what?
I can articulate.
But for what crime? What is suspicious about? We can't do nothing.
That is very suspicious to the average
To what
reasonable
crime?
person. To the average
But to what
reasonable
crime?
person.
But what crime though?
To the
What can
average
we do with
reasonable person.
But that's where you come. But listen, hey sir. But you're right. I agree with you.
Yes.
That may, but that's where you come into play to educate them. It's okay, man. But what you just
How do
did.
you know I'm not going over there next?
But what you just did
How do you know
was.
I'm not going over there
Like I
next?
said,
But what you
I
just
was
did,
not
you just
getting
violated
I'll
our
get a
Fourth
call
Amendment
about
constitutional right. Can I get y'all business cards, please, before we
You
for
just open
10-8?
yourself up
I don't have any business card. I'll give you my name.
Please, and the CFS, please,
You
sir.
want to know how many we have on YouTube?
My name? I'm Lieutenant Howard.
I need his. Can I get both of y'all's on a piece of paper and the
No,
CFS?
I'll tell it to you. You're recording. You can be able to get it from there.
Okay, I'm just trying.
Yeah,
I see.
They're
I'm
not
just
reasonable.
required to
get-
though.
I
They're
see.
not reasonable.
I'm just required to give you my name
Okay,
and
can
my
I
badge
get
number.
the CFS as well, please?
I'm required to give you my name and my badge number, and that's what I'll give you.
Where's your weapon?
Can I get the
I
CFS?
don't have it right now.
Oh, okay. I
Can I
was
get-
just wondering. That looked
Can I get
a
the
little off.
CFS though, sir, please? Can you radio over for the CFS, the cab,
Who are
please?
you?
No, you're not getting that.
Okay.
You're allowed to get my name, my badge number. That's what you're getting.
Mr. Moses repeatedly asks Lieutenant Howe for the CAD CFS number associated with the call that brought the officers to the scene, and Lieutenant Howe refuses to provide it, stating that he's only required to give his name and badge number. A CFS, or Call for Service number, is the unique tracking identifier assigned by a police department's computer-aided dispatch, or CAD, system when a call comes in, and it functions as the primary index for locating the associated dispatch records, body camera footage, officer reports, and any other documentation generated in connection with the incident. Mississippi has no statute that requires a law enforcement officer to identify themselves or to provide any specific information to a member of the public during an on-scene encounter. So Lieutenant Howe was likely referencing the Senatobia Police Department's internal policy when he asserted that his disclosure obligation was limited to his name and badge number, and that he was not required to provide the CFS number.
So my name is Lieutenant Howell. My badge number is 1103.
Let's.
This is Officer Lowry.
So what?
And
So
what about
what
this
else information
officer?
you? He just told you that's
No,
Detective
no, the
Perret.
other guy.
Right here. I just told you, Detective Perret.
So you got word that we were inside of a bank.
We got a call.
From.
It got to be
It
them.
don't matter
It
who
got to
it
be
is.
them. It got to be
No,
them.
it don't.
Yes.
It don't matter who it's from.
It's
So
okay.
how do you know
Then,
about?
hey, if it's public information, then guess what? Go file you a public records report.
I will. I'm going to get
Up
all
here
of
at the
it,
PD,
everything about
They
it.
will be more than happy to give you the public records report. They'll give you the call. They'll give you the CAD notes.
Yeah.
They'll give you the body cam.
Because if
and
the
all
second
of that,
that
stuff.
call
You're more than
says
welcome to it.
these individuals are outside recording, you're
You
if
know-
it doesn't say anything about us being inside of that bank, you're
Well, you know, I'm glad that you studied law, and I wish you would put it to better use than what you're doing now.
This is
This is
the best thing I can
basic.
do.
This is
I served
basic.
my
This
country
is
already.
basic.
What else can I be doing that's better?
How'd you serve your country?
I swore an oath to the United States Constitution, and I got a uniform. And
What kind of uniform?
I'm not going to tell you guys.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Just
but you
know
want to
I
know
swore
everything
an oath
about
to the-
me.
Oh, no,
then
Because you're
I know
I
about
will
you.
know
You're
everything about
public.
you.
You
You're
will?
public.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just you public,
What would
sir.
you like to know?
Oh, I'll get it.
Okay.
All the
I mean,
things
so you
you
gonna
don't-
10-8
you don't
now?
like to tell the
Are
public.
you gonna come by and eat dinner with me?
Shit, you offering me?
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Anybody's welcome to my house to eat
We
dinner.
gonna
I
tell
do.
you,
You and your
man.
wife.
I do.
You do?
Are we going to
Yeah, then.
10,
It depends
8?
what you make.
Yeah.
This is just
Then we
extra,
can sit
man.
down and have a
Y'all
reasonable
10-8.
conversation.
You know what
I'm okay
10-8
with
We
mean?
do plain talk. We don't do that.
We don't
Yeah, you
use
do.
10 codes.
You know what 10-8 is.
We don't use 10
But you know what it
What
is,
would you have done
though.
if
We
I
don't
would have
use
kept
10
walking
codes.
on
I'm
the
just saying,
sidewalk?
are we gonna
What
like
would you have done
y'all
if I
check
would
this
have kept
out?
walking on the sidewalk and I didn't stop
Well,
and
it was
talk
an
to
active
you?
investigation. If you're still walking on the sidewalk and you
Yeah, that's what I'm telling them. That's what I'm telling them. Can we just 10-8? Y'all check this out.
Oh, they
Hey,
can't.
We here conducting the First Amendment protected activity. It's
The
protected. They
investigation
want
is
to
not
stay.
over yet.
Y'all
It
are
is
free
not
to
over.
go.
It
You
is
need
over.
to know what happened.
I don't care
Who
what
said
you need
what?
to know.
But you stopped me from my everyday rights I have as a citizen of this United States.
He don't even
of America.
understand it.
Speak to y'all for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Y'all
you
can
good. You
keep
good.
recording.
I like. You're a detective.
You
You're
wanna
not
speak to
at
me?
that level yet.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
All right. So, the
He just violated our Fourth Amendment constitutional right, though, sir. Go ahead.
give me just a second.
Go ahead, sir.
All right. Y'all are allowed to video, do whatever you
Thank
want
you, sir.
out in public.
That's all
That's
we
what
was
we
doing.
We had a call that someone was recording in a private establishment. Okay? That's why we are here.
Or V.
In.
N.
That's why we have to do our due diligence. Okay.
Why wouldn't you go there
And
first?
that's just alleged. That's say so. He threatened us
Are y'all
under
gonna-
arrest.
Yes.
Because there are
No, go
three-
ahead.
listen,
Let-
there are
go
three
ahead, 'cause he's
officers
been
here,
reasonable.
right?
Go ahead.
3 officers are here. Not one of you guys have gone down there and asked if we were inside the establishment.
We have to go off of what dispatch needs us. and
That's how people get shot and killed, bro. That's how people.
They went off say so. Y'all went off say so.
You guys did the wrong. it's the
And
wrong
what's
law.
just the only thing that's sad about this is cops always say this is what they want. They want to get arrested. That ain't what we want. I even pulled out the Constitution to give you a hint. Y'all know exactly what we doing. He said, "What's your YouTube
We
channel?"
don't want you to get arrested.
Man, come on, man.
We-
You,
look,
you
we-
just said you'll arrest me for
I said I
nothing.
will
Just
if
because
you
some-
did not give me ID so I
Yes,
can continue my investigation.
That's a violation, though.
It is not.
And you're not even
in
aware.
the state of Mississippi,
You're not
I
even
am
aware.
allowed to
It's
ID
okay.
you during an
We on
investigation.
foot.
You can be on
It's
footage.
okay, sir.
Fine.
Was you investigating a misdemeanor or a felony?
It don't matter. It's any investigation under the
But
state
what
of
was you
Mississippi law.
investigating? A misdemeanor or a
I don't
felony?
know, because in order
was
to investigate
neither.
it, I can't
Sir,
tell.
it was nothing.
You have to do an investigation to tell if a crime committed, and then if the crime's committed, depending on what the crime is when you figure out
To
if it's a
detain somebody,
misdemeanor.
you got to
or it's
articulate a
arrest.
crime. To
No,
detain
you have to
someone.
articulate
a crime.
reasonable suspicion
Of a crime.
No, reasonable suspicion.
That's what you think. Okay.
Mr. Moses asserts that the officers were required to articulate a crime in order to detain him, and Lieutenant Howell responds that the officers only needed reasonable suspicion. As we discussed earlier in this episode, the Supreme Court held in the landmark Terry case that officers may detain individuals based on reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. The Mississippi Court of Appeals explored this standard further in the 2011 case of Reynolds v. City of Water Valley, explaining that an investigatory stop based on a mere hunch or on conduct that simply looks suspicious is not authorized, and the officer must be able to point to specific and articulable facts indicating that the individual is engaged in, has engaged in, or is about to engage in criminal activity. This does not mean that an officer is required to identify a completed crime, name a specific statute, or articulate whether they are investigating a misdemeanor or a felony. But the officer's suspicion must be tied to some potential criminal conduct rather than merely unusual or unwelcome behavior. As such, both Mr. Moses and Lieutenant Howell explained part of the standard, but neither described it in full.
And all I'm saying, like all this is extra. Y'all don't, y'all don't have to beat up. Y'all, we gonna 10-8.
We've already told you y'all could go.
We
Y'all
waiting on
free
you
go.
guys to leave, though.
Yeah.
We just waiting on you guys to leave.
That's what we do. We don't just go about our thing. We follow through.
Well, then follow through however you
Yeah,
see
y'all are
fit.
free to go.
You
for
but you
investigation.
got our IDs though. That's where the big.
It's a violation.
Because we have a right to do so.
No,
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 you
sir.
don't.
Yes.
It's a
And
violation.
you
It's
guys,
okay.
I'm waiting for you guys
He's-
to drive over there.
He's gonna learn. They're gonna learn.
You will learn. Good luck. See you, Larry. No, take that out your mouth, boy.
This is Cinetopia.
Hey, this is illegal as hell. Look at this.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good evening.
Sad case, man.
Look at this window tint. So you know this is illegal. You can't drive around.
Hey, I
with
appreciate you
windows
for at least just being reasonable Your de-escalate.
Just be careful
Your-
being in the road. With
We need to be careful on the law enforcement, man.
You guys are the dangerous ones.
They didn't pour me. Hey, let me ask you something real quick. We're honest to God. On the
Yeah, do me a favor, stay
what is the law on temp tags here in Mississippi?
Temp tag?
Yes.
Out of state.
Out of
I
state.
mean, we don't observe temp tags as being a tag.
So that's considered as no tag.
Especially
Even if you just bought your car.
We pull you over, you show us proof that you just bought the car, we go on about our day.
Something different just happened to us. But it's okay. You'll see that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, y'all be careful. Have a good day.
Yeah, we more got to
Try
work.
stay out of the road.
We
Watch
never
your
was in the
traffic,
road,
okay?
man.
After running Mr. Moses's and his companion's identification and confirming that neither had any outstanding issues, the officers ended the detention and allowed them to leave. Mr. Moses then proceeded directly to the Senatobia Police Department, where he submitted a formal complaint regarding the encounter, along with a public records request for the Associated Dispatch records. As of the date of writing this episode, it is unclear whether Mr. Moses intends to pursue any further legal action arising out of the encounter. Overall, Officer Lowry and Lieutenant Howe get an F for threatening arrest to compel the production of identification without any cognizable legal authority, prolonging a detention without articulating any potential criminal conduct that they were investigating, and treating reasonable suspicion as a label that could be applied to any call for service, rather than a conclusion that is tied to specific articulable facts. Even assuming that a court were to find that the call provided a colorable basis for an initial investigative stop, given the security concerns particular to a bank, the intrusiveness of the encounter that followed quickly exceeded any such justification. When asked what offense they were investigating, neither officer could identify one, retreating instead to the position that an investigation itself authorized the detention, which inverts the constitutional standard. The threat of arrest for refusing to hand over a driver's license is an even more straightforward constitutional violation, as Mississippi has not enacted a stop and identify statute, and there was no statutory basis to make good on that threat, even if the detention had been lawful. The officers also showed little interest in resolving the call efficiently, prolonging the encounter well past the point at which any legitimate investigative purpose had been served. This interaction highlights the danger of officers treating their own subjective hunches as a substitute for the articulable facts that the Constitution actually requires to detain an individual. Now, Mr. Moses and his companion, they get an A- for remaining on public property and within the bounds of their First Amendment rights throughout the encounter, clearly articulating their objections to the detention and the related constitutional concerns, and pursuing accountability through public records and complaint processes, rather than through escalation on scene. Both auditors stayed on the public sidewalk and never entered private property, filming only from public property. When confronted with a detention that they believed to be unlawful, they identified the specific constitutional violations involved, asked pointed questions about the basis for the stop, and requested the officers' identifying information and the CFS number so that the encounter could be documented. Although their tone was at times sharp and disrespectful, their speech remained within the protections of the First Amendment, and they did not physically resist, attempt to flee, or take any action that could have given the officers a basis to escalate the encounter further. After the detention ended, Mr. Moses followed through by going to the Senatobia Police Department to file a complaint and submit public records requests, which is the appropriate channel for challenging official conduct of this kind. That said, I question the efficacy of conducting an audit at a bank, where the security concerns inherent to the location make a police response not only likely, but in some respects, understandable, and where the resulting encounter is more likely to test the boundaries of reasonable suspicion, rather than to produce a clean record of official overreach. Nonetheless, I commend Mr. Moses for his sustained effort to ensure that officers understand and operate within the constitutional limits of their authority. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out Audit the Court if you're interested in exploring the legal nuance beyond the body cam.